threats. I don't have it. Hey guys, let's see if anybody is here. Let me know how this looks. It's raining, so I'm on the 5G. And yeah, I need your input. Need more input. Let me know if this is clear. If not, I'm going to try Wi-Fi, and we're going to see how that goes. Oh, hello there, Mark. So I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy ATO's Sunday morning lives. They're definitely long, but they go by quick. I usually have. It's cool to me because I can get stuff done and I can listen, and then I can just chime in here and there. What's up, Michael, Lone, Simon, Mark, Selwyn, Leon, Coin? Good. Well, somebody let me know if it goes. You didn't read the fine print, did you, Mikey? Yes, that was clickbait. Clickbait. So tomorrow, the eclipse is going to end us all. No, it's definitely not my last live ever. But it may be, because we are all going to die when the sun gets eclipsed by the moon. And all the demons come up from the depths. And CERN, is it CERN? CERN? CERN starts their super collider. And the new batch of antimatter is born. And a black hole is created. And the rockets that we launch at the sun are going to bounce off each other, and then they're going to blast us with chemicals, and we're all going to have blistering boils and just die. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, Smo, what up? Brant, damn, we got a good old crowd, huh? Lizard, yo. Jari, holy hell, brother. I don't have one of yours out here, I don't think. I do have a Schmo out here, a Schmo special, this one, but I haven't shot. I got an OPFS from Jordan that I haven't shot yet. OPFS. Yeah, well, Mikey, I will be at work when the apocalypse happens, so it should be mildly entertaining, to say the least. Lizard, Jesus. I definitely reviewed some drive shafts a long time ago, but they weren't the Technos. I can't remember what brand they were. I'm drawing a blank. It begins with an I. Kevin, what's going on? Blind Squirrel, how are you? Aaron, damn. What the hell, man? We got a huge crowd here. This is awesome. So anyway, yeah, if you fell for the clickbait, I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't know. It was one of those things where it was the end of the world tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it a little bit. I got a pile of stuff over here, guys, that, yeah, it's just a pile of stuff. But anyway, so I was watching ATO. His lives are always entertaining. You get some decent crowds in there. Sometimes you get a little troll happy. This morning was kind of like that, but we got through it. You can still, if you pick through it all, you'll get through. Damn, what I got out here? Maybe I'll shoot this one. What is this? I don't like the look of that. All right, I guess we'll do this. Yeah, we'll shoot this one a little bit. So I haven't done anything yet with this guy from Chuck and Steel. I was going to band it up and see if I can shoot a couple of shots off with it and see how it goes. And then it started raining. Oh, yeah, Ethan, wanted to say congrats, my brother. He got third place in my brother. So, all right, Dave Z here, if you look at the comments, that is my, blood brother, my real brother, right? And so a little while ago, he texted me a picture, and he said, I got these, what is it? The solar eclipse glasses, so you can, put them on and stare at the sun while the eclipse happens. and I politely declined because, well, I may or may not have scared my kids a little bit, and now they're, yeah, well, they're not looking up in the sky anytime soon. We'll say so. Yeah, so the glasses would not do me any good. So I, politely declined them. Hey, what's up, Mark? And yeah, hopefully somebody else can enjoy them. But let's see here. Oh, okay, Ethan. All right. I was about to say how congrats to Ethan about how good he is, but now I see he's, talking a little bit of smack over there. So yeah, all right, fine then. I guess number 3 ain't so good, is it? Oh, could have gotten second or first, huh? Ethan, you're awesome, dude, and we all know you're good shooters. You're a good shooter, and I'm super stoked that you placed that good, man. That's super cool, man. For one, you made it there, which is badass because it seems like there's a curse of breaking down cars and everything else that goes around. So I'm glad you made it. And two, I'm glad that you definitely placed good. Yeah. Mark, I enjoy your lives. I got some stuff done this morning. My garage is definitely not clean, but I can actually kind of see my work area over there. And I found a few tools and stuff that I wasn't quite sure where they were. And yeah, now I found them. So that was cool. I got to listen to you talk and chime in here and there when you were in between like breaks or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. So I'm going to band up the natty for sure. Number 2 is this morning I did make, if you watch my recent short, you see that the slingshot I just made it's like that all aluminum one. And the design I like a lot, but after shooting it, and it shoots great, but after shooting it, I'm getting a little bit of like, I want to make some changes, right? So Jordan, if you're still in here, you've been messing around with slingshots for God knows how long, for years, and you make all sorts of badass stuff, man. And it's kind of cool to see, all the different flavors that you've made and see the progressions throughout the years if you go back and watch some of the first shorts versus some of the stuff now. You're like that dual core or dual metal core, something you just put up looked beautiful. I have to go back and look again, but one thing that you learn, I guess, as you go. I'm super fresh to all the building stuff, but you make tweaks. So it's almost like you need to come up with whatever design you're coming up with and make it out of like some crap, like plywood or something. And nothing wrong with plywood. Stupid wedding. Sorry, Mikey, if you're here. The plywood is fine, but you have to finesse it. And in my opinion, if you're going to make it pretty and make it good, you have to have your gig, your thing or whatever. So you have to make it fit what you're doing. For me, plywood that I make looks like poop, and that's just the way it is. But it's effective. I can make something out of it and shoot it. What I'm getting at is I'm learning I need to make my design, and then I should make it out of like just some crap and shoot it and see how it feels before I commit to something, not that it's more expensive, but just more work. And like aluminum, for me, the tools that I have here is a hell of a lot of work just because my blades I'm chewing up like crazy. My saw vibrates like a mow, I mean, it's tough. So when I made my newest one, this one here, it shoots great. All right, I can hit my target fairly well, as good as I normally can. Nothing spectacular, guys, but I'm in the 50% shot range, we'll say. So I'm in the 50% club, But for me, it holds and shoots well. But the couple of changes I wanted to make was I wanted to shorten up the depth of the cup here, right? So I don't like how deep this comes down. I'm getting too much of, and yeah, you can adjust your bands or whatnot, but I'm getting some weird, like, come through and bounce back, and it keeps slapping the web in my hand here. So I'm gonna change that. Well, I did change that. Thankfully, while Mark was shooting the shit this morning, I was able to, 1, clean my garage, but then 2, mess around with this one here. So I had a hunk of wood, and I pretty much stole, yes, okay, you'll notice something this is still uneven. I'm an uneven son of a, whatever. I just suck. But we're getting there. We're getting there. That's the thing. We're getting there, all right? And eventually we'll be good. But now, at this stage of the game, everything is still a little wonky, a little, lazy eye, whatever, but we're getting there. So I shallowed the cup down a touch. I don't know if you can see them side by side. Not much, but a little bit. I made that little bit of tweak there. And I think that's going to help overall how it feels and shoots for me, because now the web of my hand, as you can see, it disappears. So even if I'm not directly on, straight shooting here, if I'm a little cracked out, I can still, maybe barely overhangs, but it's hidden a lot more. I don't really want to change my bands. So yes, I could change my bands for this one to get a little bit less slap, and they're not overpowered or none of that stuff. So my bands are fine for what I shoot. So I just modified the sling a little bit, and I'm going to slowly make some modifications and see which one I land on and, make it better. But that's a process, once again, for all you dudes that have made stuff for years. I'm sure you learned that off pretty early off. Get your design on paper, get it out of your head, get it on paper, I guess, or on cardboard on something. Make a rough cut, and then, I guess, test it, right? Shoot it. See how it goes. But I want to shoot this natty here. Thank you, guys. Is it worth the paper to score? Come on, Leon. Thanks, Bear. What are we talking about? Packages. Hey, Zach, you snuck in here on me. Sorry, just going through all these. Bushcraft, how are you, man? I watched your live a little bit last night. I kind of don't like the fact that we didn't get to see you, man. It's kind of neat to see who the hell we're talking to. So, but I mean, I get it. If that's what you want to do, you definitely got something going on with your channel there. You got a good thing going on there, man. Keep it going. Trapper D, you got to meet him, huh? I've only talked to him through emails, and he's given me quite a few forks. So he has definitely helped push me move a little bit, or pushed me to move a little bit on actually making some things. Instead of me trying to go out and cut down the neighbor's tree just to find a fork that probably wouldn't work, which I have not done. I definitely have not done. Yeah, he seems like a super cool dude. Good there, Mr. Bushcraft. I hope you can keep doing what you're doing. He came in at 11th? Hell yeah. With a kid on his back. Oh my God. Yeah, he seems like a cool dude. His property in his videos looks really fun too, man. I would love to have some property like that. I don't know what he's got going on there, but it's definitely cool. All right, so let's, I'm not going to do anything to this guy here. And, I'll probably seal the bottom, I guess, a little bit, maybe. I haven't decided yet. But for today, we're going to band it up. Got a little bit of semi-long draw stuff here that we're going to throw on there. And we're going to see if we can get it to secure and get a good purchase on this bad boy, and see if we can get on target. So what I'm using, what I tie with, is the stuff here. I don't use the latex to tie. I use whatever this stuff is, band tying tape. Is that what you call it? All you professional slingshotters. Yeah, I'm more along the lines of just flying up the seat of my pants here, guys. So he is really cool. Well, I'm glad you had fun. How many people were there, Ethan? See if we can get this guy banded up good. You guys got to remind me if I'm locking up here. Like I said, I'm on that 5G, so I don't know how good that is. We're going to wrap this guy funky. Hopefully I'm not locked up. Somebody tell me if I am. You guys are really quiet, and there's a bunch of people in here. So either I'm locked up and I don't know it, or y'all are just not wanting to comment right now. Thank you. I have this fear of just, because see, I ramble, which you guys obviously know. And I will just continue to talk and talk and talk unless somebody tells me that something is happening. So, yeah. Oh, come on, man. I'm always losing my shit. Hi, Gene. How are you? Just watching you work. What's up, Tree Fork? How are you, Kevin? Oh, you've already been in here. Where is my stuff, man? Damn it. I'm always losing something. I dropped it. All right, we're going to have to just do something different. We'll use this. Robert, you didn't read the fine print either, man. Tomorrow is the eclipse, and according to that, the world is ending, and we are going to have to just get our last lives in today, man. Dan Ambrosia came in first with a 98. Matt Neiman got second with 91. Me and Bill tied third with 90. That is awesome, man. And you said, Ethan, you were tearing it up on the speed shoot, right? Didn't you say you got a bunch? Don't they? He said they were doing like a saw blade one or something. I've never been to that tournament. It's like so many shots on a saw blade from a certain distance in a minute or something. This might be a little too sketchy. It might work. Trapper DES does have a YouTube, Leon. I don't remember what it's called right now, but I am subbed. He did the, what did he do? He had like a shot on a balloon was one of the ones I saw. I think he was doing some aerials maybe too on one of his. That's one thing that I really, really suck at. Oh, I can't remember. You told me what the name of the rockets were yesterday. Don't they mean, what did you say they were? They mean so the U.S. is really firing rockets off, right, tomorrow. 10 on the saw blade in 30 seconds and 7 on the can kick for 17 points on the extra. The closest to me and extras had 11. So 10 shots in 30 seconds. That's fast, dude, in my opinion. That is pretty stinking fast. So they are launching rockets for real. And I don't know what they're doing with them. My wife is huge into this conspiracy stuff, and that is not a conspiracy. Like, that's really happening. They are launching rockets, I think during the eclipse or something, when they're trying to test to see what happens. But the name of the rockets, my brother told me about, which, yeah, the APEP, which translates to what, some sort of demon or something? I don't know. Sounds goofy to me. But hey, anything nowadays is believable. Got 12 off, but missed 2. So it's just like a circle saw blade, something like that. What's the can kick? Like you just throw one on the ground? Happy birthday, Kevin. 48. A nice young 48. Hell yeah. I almost got this thing banded up. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully I can get a shot or two off without the bands slapping me in the face. I'm not going to shoot it a bunch because I really don't want to screw it up. because this is a Chuck and Steel collector's item. And I want to keep it forever and give it to my kids. Apep, Egyptian god of chaos and darkness. See, now tell me that that ain't all funky, right? Like, if there's no meaning behind any of that, right? Like, you gotta believe there's a little bit of meaning. All right, so we're gonna go over here and shoot this thing. Now it's still kind of raining. Actually, I think it stopped. We're gonna go outside. Let me know if it gets crappy. Yeah, it stopped raining. Good enough. There we go. All right. 5 of them you hit. 5 of them you hit. 1, move to next, and repeat till time's up. Can kick was 10 cans from 3 feet to 35 yards. You get as many as you can in a minute. I got 7. Huh. That sounds pretty fun. All right, we got this thing banded up, and I think it's gonna hold. If not, I have my non-safety glasses here, so we'll have to see. I got a 40 sitting over there, and in true chucking form, we're gonna attempt a little bit of long draw action. And I haven't shot it in a while, and this is a 100mm fork. So let's see what kind of, hopefully no fork hits. Okay, so you know where that went? That went down and hit the bottom of the catch box, right between the double and the D's. So that was super, super low. I'm gonna take a shot or two to get it where I want it. That one was about 2 inches below the target, so that's a little bit closer. Like Uranus. Isn't Uranus a Greek god? Maybe Omega could make another one, another slingshot and call it the Uranus. Little low, as expected, I guess. Not used to the bigger forks here. Bear with me, guys. Definitely low. I'm wearing underwear today, by the way. Yeah, I can see the pocket shot being called the Uranus. Man, it's super low, so I gotta bring something. I gotta change something here. Hey, there's a hit. Ooh, that was just a little sea hair right below it. Am I scared that thing gonna hit my face? Not really. CK S6 South 6. I try not to think about it. I think after everybody shoots long draw, you eventually get some sort of slice on the old cheekity cheek. I have not dedicated my shooting to that for long enough to experience that. But, you know, it happens. I guess if I had a fear, it would be that I'm going to hit my glasses. I don't think that's going to happen. And I try not to think about it at all. I try and just think about getting the shot off. And if you look at Mr. TTF Talk there, he is the ultimate of the return to centers. I try not to think of that either, but, you know, it's going to happen, I guess. Oh, boy. Good old Ethan getting kissed. Getting kissed at the tourney. Well, chucking, this thing, it fits in the hand like you wouldn't believe here. It is a sweet big natty. Starting to get a little, look, getting a little wind. Yeah, I just try not to think about it too much because I don't shoot long draw. I'm a short guy. Well, I'm a short guy for sure, but I was telling guys in the Juggernaut chat, you know, the camera, they always say it adds a couple of pounds. It also adds about 1.5 feet because I'm really only 4'1", but it's hard to tell by the angle of the camera that I use. Man, it's super low. Fucking cold out here today too, guys. I'm so sick of this weather. And the rain's coming back. Whew. Man, they're like right here, like below. So target's here. I'm hitting like right here. So I guess I would have to drop my, I know you don't anchor with long draw, but I'd have to pull it down a little bit, right? And bring the shot up a touch. That was super close. That was like a 1/2 inch left and low. There we go. I definitely got to drop this thing down a touch. I hit the paracord that holds the target up right next to it. Yep. Man, definitely super close. If I had tried this thing for a while, I could definitely get it, I'm sure. Yeah, so if you don't know Tristan there, he got a return to sender in the chin. So he let one fly. It went through, somehow got stuck in the pouch, came back and smacked him in the old cheek. And it got stuck in there, somewhere in there. And he had enough wits to him to figure out a way to pluck it out. And what he did was use a magnet, which was pretty thoughtful at the time. I think some of us may not have that level of a head. I don't know. I've never been shot in the face with 8mm, maybe, or 9.5mm steel ball and have it stick. So I don't know how I would respond to that. It's wind. I hate it. Whoa, way low. See, I don't know enough. I don't shoot enough long draw to. Yeah, Tristan, you definitely need something for that. That should be like at least a framed picture on maybe the halls of the tournaments or something. A couple more shots and I'm going back inside, guys. This is freaking cold. Man. If the target was where I was shooting, I'd be hitting it every time. Man, just barely left it low. If you were looking at a clock, I'm shooting at like 7 o'clock. But it's not the frame's fault, I can tell you that. This thing is beautiful. It fits right in. Like, it really feels great. See that curve there? Natties are awesome because they're all original and you know, you can't really recreate them. But this one has got a great curve to it. You could definitely shoot it multiple ways, but it feels excellent. Suppose I should have chose a bigger target to make myself look better, huh? My hit ratio is garbage. Finally. What am I, like 1 in every 20 shots? Yeah, we got 2. Oh, I skinned it, man. Almost 3 in a row. Right below that sucker. There we go. Yeah, I could narrow it down, I guess, if I gave it a couple more hours. I'm gonna go back inside the garage, guys. It's cold, and I have coffee in there. So if Ethan's still on here, when he gets home from his trip, he is going to go live. I think he got a few parting gifts from the tournament that he is going to show us, hopefully. So that would be cool to see. Chuckin, thank you very much, man. You know, it's always a fun thing when somebody sends you something. And, man, I've got such a nice collection now of stuff that people have just gifted to me out of the kindness of their heart, which is freaking killer. Speaking of gifts, I didn't buy this. Somebody, yeah. I hate it when I start stories that I shouldn't say. Whew. So CK, I was using 8mm. That's what I shoot. I have a bunch of 9.5 because I used to bounce back and forth, but I finally just landed on 8mm. So that's what I shoot there. And that's, I've shot it for quite a while now, so I think I'm just going to continue to shoot that and see how it goes. 9.5 is definitely a very popular option, but 8mm is the one that I chose. If you want some ammo ideas, go check out Tristan's channel, because he has a pretty good idea of what's going on in the ammo world, and he will definitely get you on the right path. Whew. See you later, Jake. You have yourself a fine day. Tristan, what do you think? You think you're going to be a YouTuber? You're going to hang around? Is it all it's cracked up to be? You having fun with it so far? You're pretty fresh to the game. You got like 10K views on your second ever short that you've ever posted, dude. I'm telling you, I'm doing something wrong. Hope you guys know that not to take me seriously. All the shit that I talk is really just friendly banter. Is that the right word? All right, so I'm gonna throw some of these guys. Ooh, new builder, hell yeah. I'm gonna throw some of these onto this, and then maybe we'll go back out for a couple rounds here. I don't know. I got a little bit of free time this Sunday right now until a little bit later on. Yeah, Tristan, I feel you, man. It's one of those things. I don't know if I'll ever consider myself like a true YouTuber, but I'm definitely. It's a lot of work that people don't realize, and we just won't get into that too much. Earl James, what up? I think I am gonna make a video at some point about the first money that I made with YouTube. I got my first ever payment, and it was $103, which is super cool. And I think that I see those videos do well. You know, you'll see my first $100 on YouTube, and then, you know, they post what it's really all about. And I was watching this other channel, right? And basically I can't remember if it was vidIQ or something, but it's one of those channels where they are just strictly about how to make your channel better. And, you know, there's so many different depths that you can think of when doing this stuff. But one of the things is, like, if you have one viral video go, you know, not short, but a viral, like a real full length, you know, long form video, then that can kickstart your career, I guess we'll say. And you can start to become an actual YouTuber. Wish I could find, oh yeah, I got that other thing up here. Maybe I can use that. Yeah, I could see, I don't know. You got to think like people like Jordan and Mark, who've been, you know, Jordan just cracked 6,000, Mark just cracked 8,000, and they got, I forgot already, but between 3 and 5 years, both of them got, you know, Jordan's got some really old videos about gardening or something, but that was way back in the day. And I don't know, I think Mark maybe had some, weren't you originally, if you're still here, dude, weren't you originally like just like the bushcrafting stuff? Like, because it's Adventure Time Outdoors, right? So that could be a bunch of different things. You kept that kind of generic, and I guess that was probably on purpose, because if you later on decided to not want to do slingshots, you still have an out to do other things. Take it easy, Kevin. So when I started, you know, I was Double D's RCs, and my channel was all about radio control stuff. And if you, man, these freaking scissors suck. I still am huge into that, but I switched gears to slingshots, and it's working. I didn't switch gears to slingshots to change how many subs I got. I switched gears because this is currently more of a passion to me, as far as my trucks, my RC stuff is always going to be there, no matter what. And I love to tinker with them. I love to make them faster. I love to drive them. But there'll be sometimes a week or two in between driving because of just whatever, you know. I don't feel like cleaning them, because when you ride in the dirt, it's super, super fun. But you have to be dedicated, all right? You have to be dedicated to cleaning. So when you're done, you could just throw them on the shelf and be like, oh, well, I'll deal with it later. But the next time you come out, your tires are going to be caked in mud. They're going to be completely out of balance. So like when you drive, you're going to get all sorts of freaking wobbles. Your suspension puts extra stress on it. So, I mean, it's best just to clean them before you put them away. And I usually oil everything up. So I'll clean everything off, lubricate everything, check everything, see what kind of, if any bearings need to be changed, all that kind of crap. So the reason I switched over to slingshots is I can literally pick one up and shoot out my back door anytime from my kitchen. You know, I can be sitting there watching or cooking dinner or whatever and have one in my pocket, and I'm waiting for some water to boil or something, and I can pop off some shots out my back porch. So it's there's no dedication to time frame. I can just do it whenever I want. I can stop doing it whenever I want. And I can do it for 5 minutes, or I can do it for hours. Where, you know, shooting or driving the trucks, it's a whole process. You know, when you're dealing with LiPo batteries, you have to take care of them. You have to charge them the right way. You have to store them the right way. You have to plug everything in. You got to make sure your receivers are good, or I mean, your transponders are good. Everything has to be good. So, you know, it's 10 minutes of setup time. You get out there, you have fun for an hour or two, and then you got to clean up, put it all away. So it's like a whole event, is what I'm saying. So that's why I switched. It was zero chances in my mind of actually making money. But once I got into doing the slingshots, I started seeing a significant uptick in, subscribers. My views have always really been similar when it comes to long form video. I don't really get a bunch of views on my long forms. I don't know why, but it's just the way it works. And maybe one day I'll figure out that formula, but right now I don't really know it. And then the whole short thing came into play, right? I don't know how long shorts were out in YouTube, but for me, I did not take advantage of them for the first long while, just because I didn't really realize what they were. And then once I did start doing them, that's when you start seeing some very interesting things. I hope that holds. All right. Well, I don't know about this. I mean, I think it'll shoot fine. I hope it doesn't slap and hit me in the face. I really don't want that to happen today. Ethan, you out? What's the deal, man? Hitting the road, I'll be lurking, but I'll catch up with you guys when I get home. Do it, man. I hope that I can... So, I just got this notification, all right? So you guys know that this channel here, you never know what you're going to get, right? You're probably going to be talking about slingshots, but if you followed me for any time now, you never know what's going to happen. And that notification is pretty damn interesting. So I'm 45, right? We all know when you get a little older. I mean, I ain't old, dude, so screw all that, but I'm getting older. And when you go to the doctor at like 40 something, I think it's 45 now, which I am, they are always kind of starting to preach like, well, it's time for, to check your poop or whatever, your colon. And back in the day, it used to be the old turn your head and cough, or is that the colon? Or maybe that's the prostate? So anyways, I guess they used to shove their finger up your butt to check something, right? So nowadays, the alternative is, and this checks for cancer, is to poop in a box. So I just got a notification during my live here that it's time for me to poop in the box. So when I went to the doctor last time, they're like, well, this is how it works nowadays. You don't have to really get the old finger up the poop chute, but you do have to get tested, because if you catch it now, your chances of surviving are a lot better than if you catch it later. So here's a box, poop in it, and send it off to this company. Man, I just haven't done it, dude. I've had this box for like 2 months maybe, dude, and I just keep seeing it. It's just sitting there. Every time I gotta go... Okay. Should we... We'll just stop there. So, yeah. See, Robert? I like the way you think. We are still in our prime. Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot this guy and see. Let's see how this goes. See, when I attach these to this slingshot here, I dropped down a little lower. When I attached it, I went a little lower than I normally would. So these are shorter than they should be. So I'm not really liking that. So that means they're going to be shooting a little hotter than I like. See, normally I have 140 millimeter active, and these are 130. So it is important, coin, and I will poop in the box like a good boy. Let me grab some more of these. Hello, Mr. Huggy. So let's take our extra short bands and our freshly carved slingshot with the oil barely dry in it, and let's hope for the best. Hopefully no slaps to the face, but if it happens, it happens. I agree with that there, Sling Dango, too. I have definitely not matured. All right, back outside, fellas. Let's see if we can shoot this thing here. It's raining again. I got blue sky, but it's raining. Yeah, what the hell? We're gonna go out there. Man, I don't really want my phone getting wet. Okay, we'll stand over here. There we go. We got a different view. There we go. All right, there. We are off center. Let's see if we can get a couple of shots on this. If you tuned in a little late, this is the one I changed some dimensions on here. I shallowed up the fork cup to try and stop some of the slapping that we got going on. But these bands are shorter than they should be, so yeah. Oh, damn. And this is one that We're tempting fate here, guys. Is that what they say? We got some interesting things happening. Oh well, living on the edge, I guess. Feels better. I only raised it 5 millimeters, and it feels better in the hand. Ooh, that was a close one there. Yeah, it definitely feels better. I'm glad I made that change. But I wish I would have done that before committing to aluminum. Something's shifting in there. I'm not really liking that. Man. Feels good, guys. I like it. We're getting some hits. Sorry, shooting a little fast here. Maybe Man, I wish it would stop raining. So yeah, I like it. I like the modification, fellas. Now, if only I could get some big fancy Slingshot company to maybe make some of these. I don't know if any of those are around. Close. Squirrel. That was a good shot. See, I think the woods course is going to be fun. All right, guys, I'm going back in the garage. We got the point. It works. That was a good modification. So if you are ever tinkering about and want to make your own slingshots, make a couple designs, put them on some plywood or something, and then shoot them before you commit to anything else. You know, I could always, I can't put material back. Man, that sucks. Well, Dave, I don't want to start my own. Look, one more shot and she would have been kaputs. That's another thing I'll have to change. I need to make my band grooves. I want to make them a little deeper. A little deeper. I don't know, sometimes I get so excited I just want to shoot. But whatever. It definitely hits. I like it. Maybe I'll use this at my first ever tournament. I'll come in 98th out of 120 with my own design. Growing up is optional. That is true. I don't want to. 11 o'clock. I think Ethan, I wonder how long of a drive it is. A couple hours for him. I gotta drive, when I go, it's gonna be think like 8 hours or something, dude. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I wish I could figure out a. I don't know. Well, like I said in my title, if the world does end tomorrow, I'm glad I could spend the last few moments with my lovely Slingshot family. Because, you know, without y'all, life would be boring for the most part. Although I do think a lot, you know, you got to spend time with your kids while they're young, because when they grow older, they're not going to give a rat's ass about me, I suppose. I don't know, for a little while at least, right? When they're in the teenage years. Mine are not yet. So that also makes me very happy. Family and extended Slingshot family. But we've been on here for about an hour. Thank you, Chuckin. I really appreciate you giving me this awesome Slingshot. And I appreciate y'all tuning in as usual. And yeah. Yeah, you know, Tristan, they're talking like there's actually, I'm sure across the whole country, but you know, you only hear stuff around your own area, I guess, a lot unless you look for it. But the local news around here is just saying, you know, there's school closings because all the people on the streets traveling, and I don't know. It just seems like hype. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to, maybe we could do a live eclipse live. I don't know. Well, fellas, look forward to Ethan. He should be coming up soon. Y'all definitely are a huge part of my life, so I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me. And I'll be posting some videos sometime soon here. I got some ideas in the old nugget. I just got to get them recorded and put them down, and see if we get any views on those guys. But in the meantime, spread the good word. Enjoy. Yes. Now that is the perfect comment to end. Thank you. Everybody read that comment right down there. That is like exit stage left, right? Perfect.